Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
It's the annual Blue Christmas game for Berea College, where middle and elementary school students from the area come for a noon tip right before Christmas. Santa Claus in the house for pictures, as so is Bluffton University out of Ohio. They come in with a record of 1-7. Berea at 4-4. Both of these teams near the bottom of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. BC and Bluffton tied for 8th out of 10 at 0-3. Earlham is at 0-4. And at the top, Rose-Hulman 4-0. The only other undefeated team playing at Manchester today is nearby Transylvania University. Greg Stottlemyre on the call from Roland Weir-Willey Court at the Seabury Center. Hope you are having a good preparation for the holiday season. And these two teams looking to find a gift before the start of their short Christmas breaks. The Bluffton Beavers are being introduced now. It'll be Ian Snelling, a 6'3 senior at guard, third leading scorer. Also William Layfield, a 6'4 junior guard, averaging 4 a game. Nevin Robson, a 6'4 junior guard, leading scorer and rebounder at 14.6 and 5.5 a game. Slotting in at the other forward is Connor Martin, a 6'6 senior, averaging 2.8 points a game. And also in the starting lineup, double checking one as they haven't posted it on my computer, waiting for him to turn so I can see the number. I believe it may be Brendan Williams, but I've got to confirm that. Cam Rogers is who it is. 6'3 senior guard, transfer from Tiffin out of Cincinnati Christian High School, third leading rebounder at 4.1. Meanwhile, for Berea College, they are led by the number 10 all-time scorer in Berea College history in Trey Minter, starting in game 93 of his career, his 90th start. Also, Bryce Riley wearing the face protection, coming off his best game since Maryville when he had 27 against Maryville, had 19 against Franklin, hitting a total of 4 threes of 7 attempted. Down in the middle, Michi Phillips, 43rd in the country in Division III in offensive rebounds, 8.6 overall, and that is 63rd best in the nation in Division III. There are 407 teams. You're ranked in the top 100. You're doing really well. Jarrell Montgomery slots in the starting lineup as well. 7.5 career average from the senior from Bardstown. And the fourth starter will be Jaden Gist, a 6'2 sophomore left-hander from Harlan, Kentucky, third on the team at rebounding at 5.1. Austin Newton had sent Braden Hudson out to start for the first time last game, but they lost to Franklin College, and now it will be back to the normal starting five as Gist, Riley, Phillips, and Minter have started all of the games. Montgomery is the only guy out of the starting lineup. Berea in the blue today. Bluffton wins the opening tap to the right. I sit across from where you'll see the camera angle. Go high left now. Handoff from Martin. Into the guard's hands, Robson. They feed the post low to Layfield. Layfield a turning, banking 10-footer no. And one of the top 100 rebounders in the country, Michi Phillips, collects the miss. And Minter dropped the ball. They battle for it, and they avoid a turnover as it slithers off the hands of Cam Rogers. Kyle Bottoms, Scott Kendall, and Brian Alve are the stripes and whistles today at Seabury Center in Berea. Pair of teams still searching for their first leg win in game 4. Phillips, crossover, kick it, up top Montgomery through Minter. Montgomery extra step Riley. He was hot the other day. Can't start that way today. And their third leading rebounder, Cam Rogers, with the board. Again, the Blue Christmas game. And the Mountaineers wearing the road blue at home today. Bluffton in the white. Out of Bluffton, Ohio. Here's Snelling. Snelling, third leading scorer, second leading rebounder. Baseline Rogers. Rogers, good body in. Good defense on him. Good enough. The shot missed. Gets the defense. Second shot set back up. Martin blocked. Collected by Minter. Montgomery drives, kicks Riley. Riley floats, fires, way short. And off a pair of hands, it goes to Layfield, the 6'4 junior. And in transition, Bluffton throws it away. Oh my, they have a really tough time with turnovers. Coming in almost 14 a game. Their turnover margin, 326th in the country at negative 2.7 out of the 407 teams that play in the most popular division of the NCAA. You know, it's a shame that it's often ignored. Here's Minter turning the corner open. 44 in white guards, 44 in blue. He missed. Putback will not fall for Giss, and neither team able to open things well here. Berea 0 for 4, Bluffton 0 for 3. Berea shoots just over 43%, Bluffton at 42%. A deep three is missed by Robson. Rebound pulled down by Riley, Minter, and at 17:50 of the first half, first points on the board going to Berea College and Minter. Now 1,747 points. The other night he passed the Hall of Famer Mutt Varney, who played back in the late 50s, the only jersey ever retired for Berea College basketball. Looking for the tie, won't go for Rogers. Bluffton ice cold on a rainy but warm December day. They're 0 for 5 from the field. BC 1 for 5. Phillips trying to make it 2 for 6. He was off balance and threw it off the glass without contact with the orange rim. Head of the key, Snelling, the 6'3 senior. They've thrown it away yet again. They make their third turnover of the day. Here comes Riley. Minter standing on the bear symbol. The Mountaineers and the bear their symbol. Up top, shake and bake move by Giss. Out to Minter, 3-ball air ball. Ugly shooting early between these two teams, a combined 1 of 12. BC is 1 of 7, and Bluffton is 0 for 5. 2-0 Berea. Bluffton comes in with a 1-7 record. Their win over Kenyon by 12. We're tied on the drive. And the score by William Layfield out of Lakota West High School in the Cincinnati area. Montgomery picks up the dribble. Michi Phillips, he calls himself a big guard. That will nestle off, no good. In transition, on the run, Layfield trying to give him the lead to the trailer, Snelling. Snelling backing down, rifle a pass to the foul line to Martin. And double fours gives Bluffton a 4-2 lead. First lead switch of the day. Martin averaging just 2.8 a game, his fourth start of the 9 games they've played. Montgomery, fake left, go right, step back 3-ball. No. Rebound tapped around, Giss gets knocked down. Robson doesn't get penalized. In transition, Snelling, 3, no. And the ball comes off the hands of Martin. Timeout on the court, 15:33 to go in the first half. But it's Bluffton 4, Berea 2. Glad you're along on the stream on Blue Christmas in Berea, Kentucky. 4-2 Bluffton after Berea got the first field goal of the day. Bluffton is 2 of 8 from the field, missed both of their threes. Berea is 1 for 9, missed all 4 of their threes. BC being out-rebounded by 2. They have not made a turnover. They've officially put 2 turnovers on the Beavers. Bluffton University, a private Mennonite university, about an hour and a half north of Dayton along I-75, an hour south of Toledo. It's in the process of merging, according to materials I could find, with nearby Findlay University, expected to be completed in the fall of 2025. It's a Swiss-German community, small community. Got some interesting alumni I'll tell you about in a bit. Here's Michi Phillips, top to Gist. Riley guarded by his number mate in White Robson. He can't get it to go on the throw, and Berea, an ice-cold start. First 2 subs of the day. J.D. Stokes, 6'6" junior, wearing number 50 in. Also, Sir Sumner out of Delaware, Ohio, coming in. 6'3" senior forward. Berea has not made a lineup change yet. Stuck with the starting 5. Driving into the lane, Robson. Shot no, but he drew the foul. Let's see if it's on Riley, and the answer is yes. From Kyle Bottom, Scott Kendall, and Brian Alvey, officiating today's high noon tip-off on Blue Christmas. First foul on Riley. Everybody on the lineup has taken a shot for Berea. Only Minter has taken the most with 3 has hit. That would miss. One more coming for the 74.5% shooting Robson. Out of Kenton, Ohio, played at Hardin Northern High School. His career high 24 against Manchester inside conference play last year. Students help. Their noise helps that one push out. We stay 4-2, 5 minutes in. In the corner, Phillips with a spin, but a good shut off of the baseline by Stokes. Whistle as they put it up on the drive by Minter. And a foul on one of the 2 new players in, Sir Sumner. Spell his first name, S-I-H-R. He's out of Rutherford B. Hayes High School. Got a few presidential names up in Ohio. Here's Minter. And he scored all 3 of BC's points. Minter up to 1,748. Now 31 away from tying Donnie Frazier for number 9 in points all time at BC. Second one no good, but Gist steals the rebound. Then he put it back up, and no, but he was fouled. And it's another foul, 2 in a row on Sir Sumner, who they just implanted into the game a few minutes ago. His second foul coming at 14:47 of the opening half. Here's Gist to tie it, and number 4 fails to do it on his first try. He'll have one more. Sumner quickly out, and they'll bring a new player in for him as Trevor Daugherty will check into the game. Daugherty has come in. Both of them miss. Berea stays behind by 1. 3 subs have come in so far today. Make it 4 for Bluffton. Muscling his way to the baseline. Snelling wrapping it around against Minter. No, Riley tapped. Collected by Minter. BC looking for its second lead of the day. Minter backing down, throwing it to Phillips. Blocked it from behind. Big block there for J.D. Stokes. Bluffton's defense been pretty good. They only give up 63.7 a game. There's one of their problems. Tipped by Gist, stolen by Phillips. Back to Gist. He'll hit the bottom of the rim. He'll go to the line, see if he can correct the misses last time at the line. That was good defense, both ways actually. Stokes on the turnover. Phillips and Gist connected for the drive, and Gist puts this one in to tie it. Gist had been 4 of 13 this season from the line before that hit. We're tied at 4. Second tie of the day. Will this be the second lead switch of the day? 4-4, 6 minutes in. Riley leaves. Andrew Jones into the BC lineup. Anthony Ham waiting to come in for the shooter if he makes it, Jaden Gist. He doesn't, we'll play on. He'll wait at the scoring table. Berea 1 of 10 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, just 2 of 5 from the foul line, and we're in a 4-4 game. More minutes played than points scored by either team so far. Here's Stokes. Hands it off to Doherty. Goes into the lane, turns. The short guy couldn't get anything off, so he'll go off to Stokes. Backing down on Jones, who plays solid D on him. Stokes got it to Doherty, and when he caught on, they called a push on Minter. Minter trying to cover up the player coming for the basketball, and they whistled the foul on Minter, his first. Now Ham gets to enter the game, and Gist goes to the line with a point in a 4-4 game. Side out, brought in to William Layfield, who has their first field goal of the day. The junior, he drives, got easily around the defender in Marquess Mackey, who just came in, but he missed, and so did the follow off the rebound by Stokes. And a rebound pulled down by the third Mountaineer that just came in at the last break, and Braden Hudson. So it's time to reset the BC lineup at a 4-4 game. Hudson, Minter, Ham, Jones, and Mackey. Just one starter on the court, and it's the guy with the ball, Minter. Out to Jones. Good shooter last year, struggled this year. Below 21% from 3. Let's see if he can bust the percentage. No. Flying in, rebound by Ham. Out to Minter. Great anticipation. Minter drives, contact, bank miss. Good wall off, clean defense by J.D. Stokes. BC is 1 of 12 from the field. 0 for 5 from deep, and we're tied at 4. Go figure. Not much in the scoring stocking for either of these teams on Blue Christmas until now. Wadadari scores. Doherty. Don't give us a pronunciation on him. I didn't even have him on my roster because he hadn't played much. Out of Wabash, Indiana. A 5'11", 150 freshman guard. So Doherty makes it 7-4 for the Beavers. Here's Minter leaving his feet left side. Find Ham out of the corner, no good. 1 of 13 shooting. They've missed all 6 of their threes and hit just 2 of their 6 foul shots. Ice cold, but still down only 3, almost 8 minutes play. Here's Cam Rogers working against Ham, top of the foul circle, turns him down the lane, scored, and Ham fouled him. Great play by Layfield, who got it. And Layfield scored it on the give from Rogers. William Layfield averaging 4 a game. He's already got 4, and Bluffton has scored 5 in a row, and they lead 9-4 at 11:58 on Blue Christmas in Berea, Kentucky. Berea 1 of 13 from the field, 7.7%, miss all 6 of their threes, 33.3 from the foul line, 2 of 6. 31% shooting for Bluffton University, 4 of 13 overall, 1 of 3 from 3, missed their 2 foul shots. They've out-rebounded BC by 3 turnovers by Bluffton, and Berea College won the and one for Layfield, and he'll rattle it out. And his number mate in the blue uniform, Braden Hudson, a local guy, got the rebound. 4 points by Layfield, 3 by Daughtry. They're just before the break. And then the layup by Layfield out of the corner. First 3 of the day comes at 11:41 on a three out of the corner by Marquess Mackey. He is a 31% three-point shooter on the year, or on his career, but this year, over 42%, knifing down the right of the lane, banking and scoring with a hang in the air is J.D. Stokes. And it's 11-7 in favor of Bluffton. Nearing the 11-minute mark of the first half. Play 20-minute halves in men's college basketball. Only one not to play quarters. NBA, women's, high school does. That three was made, but before that, and it was a good call, no doubt, Braden Hudson jittered the pivot foot and wipes away what would have been a three for the leading three-point shooter off the bench for BC at 43%. 11:04 to go, first half. Bluffton 11, Berea 7. First ever meeting between the Beavers and the Mountaineers. Ball deflected, but out to save it. Top of the key, J.D. Stokes. Over to Robson. Robson in a double team, but they shifted to the left side to Snelling. His three, no. Offensive rebound away from Hudson, but look at a hustle from Hudson to make sure Rogers can't put it up. Daughtry over to the right. He'll shoot from 17 and miss. Another offensive board, Rogers. Rogers will put it in as Berea's getting slammed on the boards, giving up too many offensive rebounds there. Good work by the 6'3 senior, the Tiffin transfer, Cam Rogers. Biggest lead of the day at 6 for the Beavers. Here's Hudson. Hudson looking for a Jones screen, tries to go through a double team, gets bailed out with a late whistle. Got tripped up or hacked on by J.D. Stokes, the 6'6", 245 junior from Franklin County High School in Brookville, Indiana. He's from Harrison, Indiana, according to the stat sheet. Now they've changed it. He's from West Harrison, Ohio. I thought that was the wrong spot. Franklin County must be Ohio. 10 minutes to play. We've played a quarter of the game. 13-7 Bluffton. Another deep three. Can he go 2 for 2? The answer is no from Mackey. Long kicking rebound collected by Tyler Moss, who's in. Hudson will try. He'll miss again. And BC is now 1 of 9 from 3, 2 of 16 on the day. In transition, a wing shot will fall short by Rogers, but an offensive putback by Brendan Williams, who has just came in. He did not play the first 5 games. He's out of Mishawaka High School up in South Bend. 15-7, Bluffton by 8. Bluffton 1 win on the year. Berea 4-4 on the year. Crossover dribble, Moss. Threw it away unless it was touched, and they say it was. Off the hand of Brendan Williams, 24 in white. BC 2 of 16, 1 of 9, 2 of 6 across the shooting line. And one of the big problems today for the home team is the number of offensive rebounds that they have allowed. Just got to try to cut that down because second chance points have been big. It's a little surprising. Bluffton's had 5, Berea 4, but it seems like a lot more. Berea's played a lot of guys. They've come 5 off the bench. Minor Air Bowls one. Way deep and way off. 10% three-point shooting for BC. Came in 32% shooting. Best of the year, almost 39% against Swanee. Worst was their conference opener as the hands were up and Moss on the hack down of the drive there by Robson to the baseline right. But back to BC, they opened in their new conference, the Harton Athletic, with a 3 of 17 shooting performance in Hanover and lost that game. They've lost to Hanover, Anderson, and Franklin. 3 good teams in a good Division III conference. First foul shot rolling in using front and back iron. Robson had missed his first 2, gets in the scorebook. Their leading scorer at 14.6 on the year. But they have not needed him today. He's been in double figures 6 games in a row. Looking for a double-figure lead with 8:48 to go as the student crowd tries to help BC and does as that one rolls off. 16-7, Bluffton. Down the lane, through traffic, drop the ball. The starter Montgomery back in. Pitch it to Riley, starter back in. Barely got it to the rim. Down to 9% shooting from three for BC. 9-point lead, steal. Steal by Mackey. Mackey to Phillips, another starter back in. And now Berea trying to use the turnover, the fourth forced of the day, and points off turnovers, a 4-1 advantage now. That stops a 7-0 run by Bluffton. And it's 16-9, the Beavers. Here's Daughtry. Come through a teammate in Rogers to Layfield. He'll pull up from 17. Long kicking rebound into the hands of Montgomery, who almost over and back. Got it off to Mackey. Way off target with the lob over the defense. Turnover on BC, their third. 7:45 in the first half. Bluffton in a low-scoring affair. And a high noon tip-off, 69 over Berea College. Here's your individual scoring rundown. Clock arrested at 7:45 for a media timeout. 69 Bluffton. Balanced scoring as they have played 9 players and 7 have scored. Only Snelling and Sumner not in the scoring column. They have 4 from Layfield on 2 of 5 shooting, 2 each for Rogers, Martin, Williams, and Stokes. The 3 by Daughtry and 1 point by Robson. On the other side, Berea has played 10 players today, and only 4 have scored. 3 by Mackey, 3 by Mitter, 1 by Gist on 1 of 4 foul shooting, and 2 by Phillips. Berea has 3 assists on their 3 makes, but they're 3 of 19 from the field, 1 of 11 overall. The chant from the students, middle and elementary, is "Let's go Berea." Good muscle against Phillips all the way to the goal. And Brendan Williams, the 6'4 junior, like a locomotive, takes it to the house. 18-9, back up by 9. Minter gives it off to Phillips. They got to get it inside to Phillips if they can. He's high posted to foul line. Minter left wing. 15 to shoot, splits 2, gets tripped. I think they're going to pick it on Williams. Nope, going to say instead on the other player, on William Layfield, his first. That's foul number 5 on BU. BC has committed 4. Battle of the Bees today. The Beavers and the Mountaineers at Roland Weir-Willey Court and the Seabury Center. Good cutting move, and Riley had it blocked by his number 8, Robson, his second of the year. Bluffton's defense has been pretty impressive, and a banked 3 by William Layfield. He came in averaging 4, his best game of the year, last game out in a loss at Transylvania in Lexington when he had 10. He has an early 7, and it's 21-9. Drive to the goal this time. Riley answers with a little bit of 1-2, and he'll draw the foul as well. 12-point lead, trimmed down to 10. 21-11. Phillips will come over to talk to Austin Newton, the head coach. Riley will go to the line after the foul. Foul was whistled on Cam Rogers, the 6'3 senior guard. And Riley, who's coming off a 19-point game against Franklin in a losing cause, has scored his first 3. So the 3 on the bank, followed by the traditional 3 the other way by Berea. Daughtry loses a teammate. Good bounce pass inside. Had to be collected by Layfield. Now Daughtry shifts around Minter. Makes a bad pass, but they pick it up. Layfield misses the 3 this time. A rebound. Good hustle by Mackey. Running break. And Riley will throw it off the glass instead of give it to a wide open Michi Phillips. Bad play there. Should have given it off to a teammate who was open, and he cost his team 2 on one end, and in transition, Martin on the other end. Got to pass the ball on 2-on-1s, especially when you don't have a high percentage shot. And I know Bryce Riley knows that. Minner, great pass low to Phillips. He had anticipation. He waited for the two guys to jump, created the contact, and Robson fouled him. So another and one for Berea as Michi, Phillips, Riley, and Minner beginning to get going here with 5:48 to go in the first half. And Phillips misses the foul shot. Riley got a touch on it. Phillips getting his 4th point of the day. Berea's foul shooting 3 of 8. 23-14 Bluffton. Biggest lead 12. Give and go, tipped away. That's another bad pass by Daughtry. Tipped by a Mountaineer. Minner gives it up to Riley. Step back 3 for Bryce, way long. Rebound Montgomery cleanly over the back. Back to Riley. Great decision there by Bryce Riley. He hesitated, drew a little bit of a pause by the defender, and got to the goal. And here come the Mountaineers within 7. They've trimmed 5 off the dozen-point deficit. Layfield running the point. Over to Rogers. Rogers drives around Riley, and Riley fouled him. Rogers with a quick step, and it froze Riley a half step, and all he could do was foul. Second foul on Riley. Decision time for Austin Newton at 5:02 of the first half. He'll bring Hudson in, probably for Riley. Even though standing over there by him is Mackey. And also Gist looks like he's going to come in. So Riley and Mackey leave. Hudson and Gist come back to the BC lineup. 9 have played for Bluffton, 10 have played for BC. Foul shots are good for Cam Rogers. 25-16, Rogers has 4. Most points, Layfield with 7, Riley with 5 to lead Berea, but he's on the bench with a second foul. Montgomery had Phillips open for a second, but didn't chance a pass that would have been 50-50. Now, Phillips into a double team. Good find from the low post. Montgomery hits the backboard, no rim. Berea 1 for 13 on threes, and a lot of the threes haven't even found the iron today. Again, a 32% shooting team, but 28.5% in their 3 conference games. Backing down Snelling, hadn't scored yet today. Here's Rogers. Up by 9. Double team, now Rogers open. Got it back from Snelling, drives easy. Good give and go. 27-16. 11-point lead, Bluffton, looking for their first conference win, second win of the year. Montgomery shifts his way left, down the lane, kiss the windows, short. Montgomery, his first 2 in game 93 as a Mountaineer, 27-18. So he counters the layup by Cam Rogers, who has 6 in the game. Here is Rogers again, 10-footer rims out. Phillips collects the board, and on the outlet throws it away, stolen by Layfield. A spin, they have gotten away with a walk, and it's touched by Phillips out of bounds. 3:25 first half, Bluffton the ball on a 9-point lead on Blue Christmas in Berea.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com. berea.com/tickets.
(11 of 26 from the field, which is 42.3%. 2 of 7 from 3, 3 of 7 from the foul line. Meanwhile, Berea 26%, 7 of 27. They're below 8% from 3 at 1 of 13, and 37.5% from the foul line, 3 of 8. They've been out-rebounded by 6. BC has committed 4 turnovers. Bluffton has committed 5. Bluffton leads it by 9, biggest lead at a dozen. Only deficit was early at 2-0. And on the inbounds, they get a basket to push the lead back to double digits at 29-18. Coaches love it when you can score off an inbounds play, and they did right there off the baseline. Jones back in, taking the inline into a double team, blocked, but they say got fouled. And I don't think the player that got called for the foul, he kind of is tracking the official from behind, had a look of disbelief on his face. Brendan Williams, the 6'4 junior from South Bend, his first. Well, Layfield with that layup last time now has 9 points, coming off his season high when he had 10 against Transylvania last game up in Lexington at the Beck Center. His career high 12 last season against Defiance. Jones misses the foul shot, hits the second foul shot for his first point. He had hit all 6 of his foul shots before the miss there. 29-19, Bluffton underneath 3 minutes, first half of the first ever meeting with Berea, leads it by 10. Coach Seth Clark has got to be happy in year 2 with what he's seen. Not so much for year 3 head coach Austin Newton of Berea College. Straight away, Snelling 3, front rim no, but Braden Hudson fouled him on a shot from 26 feet. First on Hudson, and 3 free ones for Snelling, who is one of only 2 players that have played today who have not scored, and he will change that here on the first of a hat trick of foul shots. War number 1 for the Colonels of Dixie Heights High School up in northern Kentucky, the only Kentuckian on this Bluffton University roster. Missed the second one. But he played at Dixie Heights his senior year of high school 5 years ago. Second leading scorer, second leading rebounder. His career high, 32 last year against the Grizzlies of Franklin College. He's had 3 double-doubles in his career. Slow start for the guy back in his home state, but he got 2 out of 3 there to push the lead back to the game-high 12-point advantage. Daughtry tipped it out of bounds on the inbounds. They're coming full court pressure on Berea. And it comes to Mackey. Mackey to Minter. This should be a good one. Minter drives, got fouled. The hack down by 44 in white on the driving 44 in blue, Minter, Connor Martin. That'll be the second on Martin. And Minter will go to the line for 2, a 74.4 career shooter, 67% this year. More makes, more takes from the line than anybody in this Berea team. And they are 4 of 11 from the foul line. This is 2 games in a row here at home. The Berea College has been very poor from the free line. From 15 feet, nobody moving, nobody guarding you. And Minter had no problem with the second. Minter has now scored 3 in the game. He's 1 of 5 from the field. Missed his 2 threes, 2 of 4 from the foul line. 31-20. Bluffton. 2:25 to go and looking for the biggest lead of the day. In a quarter right side, new player in, but he was standing on the sidelines in front of the Berea bench when he made the catch. And that's Luke Bikey. This is a 6'7" freshman from St. Henry, Ohio, St. Henry High School. Turnover number 6 on the Beavers. Minter driving, slips, falls, travels. Minter claiming he got tripped. Officials saw it differently. I think it was a good call. 2:07 to go in the first half. Bluffton by 11. It'll be an interesting locker room chat and strategy session for Austin Newton and the home team. They've got good comeback in them. Saw it the other day against Franklin College. Here's Bikey. Comes up top, Daughtry. Got it back to the other sub in. They haven't played much, those two, but they're on the court now in a double team trap. Out to Daughtry. Great extra share corner. Snelling missed it. And 3 Mountaineers there, but an offensive tip by Rogers to Bikey, and Bikey's fouled by Jones. Berea just struggling to make one and done possessions for Bluffton today. With that offensive rebound, the offensive rebound total is 7-5 Bluffton, but it just feels like more to me. First foul shot good by Bikey. Luke, a 6'7", 200-pound freshman from St. Henry, Ohio. And he got them both. Biggest lead of the day at a baker's dozen. 33-20 as we near a minute and a half to play. 2 ties, 1 lead switch in this game. Holding it high left, Mackey. Now Ham, who's returned to Minter, crossed over dribble. Hunting for something, driving, floating, firing, drew the foul. Go to the line. Fouls beginning to mount now on Bluffton. That was the second on Layfield, so 2 on Layfield, 2 on Sumner. They came early in the first 3 minutes of the game, and 2 on Martin, so starters in foul trouble. See if Minter can go to the line and earn them here. Hit the first one. Actually, 4 players have 2 fouls. J.D. Stokes with 2 as well for Berea. 2 fouls on Riley. Everybody else that's had 4 other players. 1. Minter goes 1 for 2 from the foul line. Good hustle to get the rebound, and they say a quick jump ball there. Official called a very quick jump ball on a battle there. Good hustle by Ham of BC to get his hands on the ball. The quick whistle, and Berea will win the possession arrow and get a break. 33-21 after Minter went 1 of 2 from the foul line. Minter has the ball now, minute 8 and ticking in half number 1. Good drive down the right of the lane by Montgomery, and he'll score for his 4th point. Same high school as Bryce Riley, Bardstown High School. Back to a 10-point game. Berea's only lead was early at 2-0. A 7-0 run made it a 9-point game. It's been as high as 13. Good find, Bikey baseline from Daughtry, backing down, shooting over the defender. That was down on the well and kicked out. Great hustle by Montgomery to save it in to his teammate Minter at the end of the BC bench. Minter, explosion to the goal, bank and miss it. Rebound, Phillips following, missing it. 2 chances and BC just can't get it done inside. Minter is 1 for 6 from the field. Phillips is 2 for 6. And the use it or lose it, can't put it in your Christmas stocking timeout from the coach. Seth Clark, second year. 2018 Ohio Wesleyan grad. Got his master's at Otterbein. 3 years an assistant at Manchester College in the same conference. Also an assistant at Wabash. And right out of college, that GA job for a year at Otterbein where he got his master's. He was a 4-year starter for Ohio Wesleyan. Do you know their nickname? Went to 2 NCAA Division III tournaments. All-time maker of 3-pointers at Ohio Wesleyan for the Battling Bishops. And right now the Beavers of Bluffton, as he steers them in year number 2 as a head coach, have a lead on the Mountaineers of Berea College, 33-23. 21.3 to go in the first half. Shot clock has gone out to the mall to shop for something. Here we go. Daughtry trying to work into forecourt, and he does. They run a double-team trap at him, but he turns the corner to Bikey. Now back up around left. Daughtry will try, hit a 3. Will miss this one with 5 seconds to go, and a foul as two players hit hard. It may be a double foul here. Gist getting up for BC. Also Robson for Bluffton. And I think they've called this a double foul on Robson and Gist, if I'm reading the official right. Kyle Bonham, Scott Kindle, Brian Alvey. They both got locked up. The possession arrow, though, remember when Berea got that quick jump ball and won the possession arrow? Now it will be the chance for Bluffton. They had a out of bounds on the baseline that worked to perfection last time. Let's see what they do here. In, shot, it works again. You just can't give those up. That'll drive the head coach of Berea crazy when he goes to the locker room, because Robson was open and a fall-away fading 13-footer to give him a 12-point lead at halftime. Impressive first 20 for Bluffton on the road in Central Kentucky today. They'll walk to the locker room up 35-23, shooting 42%, holding BC to below 27. Berea tried 13 three-pointers, hit just one. Tried a total of 17 two-pointers, hit 7 of them, and a paltry 6 of 14 from the foul line, 43%. Bluffton not that good from 3 or the foul line as well. 2 of 9 on three-pointers, 22%. 7 of 12 from the foul line, 58%. But they are 11 of 22, 50% on two-pointers, and they've done a good job on the offensive glass as well for second chance points. They win this game in half one, but there's 20 left. 35-23 Bluffton. Balanced scoring as 8 of the 9 players who have played have scored, led by Layfield's 9 on 4 of 8 shooting. And on the other side, Berea's top scorers are Minter and Riley. They're 2 veterans for 10 points, but combined, Minter and Riley are 3 of 14 and 0 for 5 from three-point range. At halftime, Bluffton 35, Berea 23. We'll take a break here on Blue Christmas and tell you a couple of things. Come back about a minute to go before the start of the second half to bring you the second 20. Berea College Athletics would like to acknowledge and thank our sponsors for the 24-25 men's basketball season. Whitaker Bank and Todd Builders. Whitaker Bank spans the Bluegrass and has bank branches located in historic communities across our Commonwealth, including several here in Berea and Madison County. Whitaker Bank truly is uniquely Kentucky. And fans, if you're looking to build a new home or renovations, Todd Builders performs all levels of building construction and design. They offer complete solutions of every project, including new home construction, home additions, garages, decks, skilled custom design services, and more. At Todd Builders, they're not happy unless you are. Well, Berea College is not going to be happy, and their head coach Austin Newton in year 3 with what happened in the first half against the team that is 1-7. Bluffton, 35-23 lead. We'll be back for the second half coming up in about 10 minutes from Berea's Seabury Center.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
35-23, Bluffton at halftime in a game of 2 ties, 2 lead switches. A 7-0 run broke open what was a 9-7 game, make it 16-9. Bluffton built it to 21-9, had several 12-point leads, and eventually got it as high as 13 at 33-20, and it sits at 12 at intermission. As we told you at the end of the first half, Berea poor shooting, 26-7 overall, just 1 of 13 on three-pointer, 7.7%, and 43% from 3, out rebounded by 5. Bluffton 50% on 2-point shots, 22% on 3-point shots, combine it 42% shooting. They have made 6 turnovers. Berea has made 5. Your top 2 scorers, Riley averaging 14.3 and Minner 18.8. So combining for about 33 points a game. At halftime, they have combined for 10 of Berea's 23, but combined they are 3 of 14 from the field. They are 0 for 5 from 3. Balanced scoring for Bluffton. The Beavers led by Layfield with 9, coming off his season high of 10 in a loss to Transylvania the other day. 6 for Rogers, top rebounder with 4, Rogers and Snelling. For Berea, Montgomery and Phillips had 4 right behind the 5 for Minter and Riley. Minter, Riley, Montgomery, Gist, and Phillips will start for Berea. Second half, Layfield, their leading scorer, will come back out. Rogers, who had 4 rebounds to tie Snelling for team high honor. Snelling in there as well. And it will be Robson and Martin. Bluffton wearing the white uniforms, Berea the blue, in front of each other's own benches. Here is Riley backing down, and he worked his way and stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Riley's second turnover of the day, as he tried to work the baseline and ran out of room. Berea coming full court pressure, handled. Forecourt, Layfield. Layfield with a headband on and the ponytail hairdo. On Blue Christmas, as they call it, middle school and elementary students from various schools in the area here, almost walking and then bailed out with a foul on the reach by Gist. A little bit of trouble there for Kenton, Ohio, Junior Robson, who came in averaging 14.6, been in double figures 6 games in a row. But today he sits at 3. He's only taken 2 shots, missed 3 of his 4 foul shots. Here's Layfield. He's been really big today. So is Rogers, who has it now. This is the aforementioned Robson. Martin up by a dozen. Holding the basketball, almost tipped away. Scrambled for the ball. In traffic, 2-1. Flipped it up, didn't hit the top of the backboard, and that is a shot clock violation. Good defense by Berea. You could see that Austin Newton certainly at halftime in the locker room talking about defense. You got to cut those offensive rebounds down. Again, every time I give you the offensive rebound totals, it doesn't seem that different. And on second chance points, 6-2 advantage. Trip there near half-court line, a little bit of a hip pain there for Gist. So the second chance points total goes to Bluffton by 4 points. Points off turnovers by 3. Bluffton leads it 35-23. Nobody scored here to start the second half yet. Played just over a minute. There's Riley against his number mate. Leans through a double team. He's made 2 turnovers. But that one I don't think is going to go in the books, because when it was stolen by Layfield, he went out of bounds with it. So no turnover. But that was a good double team, and Riley tried to lean through the double team with no chance of getting it done. Officials are now going to talk about the possession. The shot clock reset at 20, and they concur that there was not a possession change. Right call by what has been a well-officiated game from Kyle Bottoms, Scott Kendall, and Brian Alvey. And if you know me, I don't say that a whole lot. I mean, they've got to earn their money, and they have today. Here's Minter. Hand off to Gist. Gist low to Phillips. Good pump fake. He'll draw the foul. Oh, he was pump faking hard there, and Layfield and Rogers harmed him, and they're going to get it on Rogers. Pick your poison. The Tiffin University transfer played his high school ball in the Queen City at Cincinnati Christian. Now let's see if Berea can find the target for the foul line. 69% shooting team on the year, 50% their worst last game on this court against Franklin. Bryce Riley's got the mop out. He'll do the work. Get an assist for that? Berea's had 5 assists on their 8 makes today. That's their problem, 8 of 30. Here's a left-hander from St. Louis, arching it up there and hitting it. Michi Phillips, given name Demetrius, calls himself the big guard. He has 5 today. 3 players now with 5 to lead Berea. Now, Phillips, your top scorer. Riley and Miller got to get going if there's going to be a comeback here today. Berea was down 35-23 at intermission. It's 35-25 now. Energetic student crowd at Seabury Center and Roland Weir-Willie Court today. Robson, high right to Snelling. Now Martin. This is Layfield, who leads him with 9. Great pass low to Martin, and he's fouled. Confusion defensively between Riley and Phillips there. And Michi Phillips with the foul. Martin gets his 6th point of the day out of Springfield High School, Holland, Ohio. Senior, 10 against Transylvania, his career high. And backed with the foul shot to the biggest lead of the day at 13, as Martin has 7 in his score column. Early second half between a pair of teams next to last in the Heartland at 0-3. You don't want to go to the Christmas break with an L in your mind. Montgomery had it partially blocked, but Phillips cleans the deflection up, and he missed the chippy. Montgomery won't on the follow. Good hustle to get to the line. We talked about second chance points, and that time Berea makes them pay. Montgomery with 6 rebounds to lead. Montgomery, a good rebounding guard, almost 4 a game in his career. This in game 93 as a Mountie. Out of Bardstown, Kentucky in his last year of college ball. We're near the 17-minute mark. Bluffton by 11. Could they make it a game-high 14? Yes. Snelling hit the 3, 32% shooter. Out of Dixie Heights High School, south of Cincinnati, here in the Bluegrass State. It's 41-27. Biggest lead at a Pete Rose. To use the Cincinnati area term, his baseball number. And Minter cutting into the lane away from the ball, got knocked down. It drew a harm and a foul, and it'll be on Robson. 3 fouls on Martin, and now Robson with his 3rd. So the head coach in year 2, Seth Clark, will have to navigate some foul troubles. That's 2 fouls. Yeah, it's 3 fouls on Robson, they say. Deep 3, no good by the player just came in, Mackey. Ball rolling on the court. Great hustle on a dive attempt by Riley to keep it alive. Minter scooped up a ball that scored it away. Good assist to Michi Phillips. And Phillips has 8. That's hustle. That's what you want to see. Down by 14, now 12. And it's all near steal by Minter, and he did tip it away. The ball rolled along, inbounds the baseline, scooped up by Riley. Minter through traffic, and they got him fouled. Now Bluffton still up 12, but they're beginning to teeter a bit as Berea picks up the defense. They have now forced 8 turnovers, made 6. And another player with 3 fouls now, as they called it on Layfield. So Layfield has 3 fouls. Martin 3, Robson 3, Stokes 2. Foul shot good. So 3 players with 3 fouls early in the second half for Bluffton. Minter scores the first foul shot. He has 6, give him 7. Up to 1,752 points. 27 points away from number 9 all-time in scoring at Berea College. Got it across the timeline with a second to spare. Daughtry in, out to Snelling. He's hit another three. Ian Snelling, who had only 2 points at halftime, they came from the foul line, has hit a pair of threes. It's back up to 13. Montgomery, crossover dribble to the lane, in trouble, body bump, bank miss. Didn't even hit the rim. Good save in there by Snelling. Snelling barely kept his foot in, but I had a good look at it. He stayed in bounds. Here's Stokes. Stokes, Daughtry came off the bench. Daughtry and Bikey played in the first half. They hadn't played much this year. Here's Sumner. Got it inside low to Rogers, and the whistle sounds. Rogers will go to the line for 2 tosses. It was Michi Phillips. That'll be his second, team's third, compared to 4 on Bluffton. 15-15 in the game on Blue Christmas in Berea. And Bluffton trying to spoil the holiday spirit. 44-31, they lead by 13. Still searching for a double-figure score in this game. We're getting close. Phillips has 8 for Berea. Minter 7 on the other side. 9 for Layfield and 8 points for Snelling. To the line after the foul on Phillips, his second. They've come here early in the second half. Is Cam Rogers, the 6'3 senior, was 6. It'll stay at 6 for now. 2 for 3 from the foul line. They're 8 of 14 as a team. Berea 10 of 18. Berea's hit 1 of their 14 three-point attempts today. Missed them both. Boy, the last 2 games here at Berea, Franklin College and Berea didn't shoot the foul shot well when we were here a week ago, and same thing here today after Rogers missed 2 there. Twisting left side of the lane, Mackey for his second field goal. The other one was a 3, the only 3 of the day. Just have a feeling that somewhere, sometime in this game, Berea will make a run. But so far, Bluffton, with only 1 win on the year, has been able to have all the answers when Berea has made a run. Snelling has hit a pair of 3s. He's got it now. Driving on Riley, got around him, laid it up, no. Flying rebound by Montgomery. What a good rebounding guard he has. That's his 7th, his top of the year. His old high was 6. Phillips backing down, finding Minter. 25-footer, no. Ball goes to the corner as BC goes 1 of 15 from deep. And it's deflected on the outlet pass. Out of bounds to the Beavers. Told you earlier in the first half, talk about their alumni. I was looking it up. Phyllis Diller, the great comedian from Lima, Ohio, went to high school there. Hugh Downs, who worked for 2020 and ABC, the news program, also a game show host. He was from another Lima high school. They both are alums of Bluffton, then college, now university. Another turnover by Bluffton as we look back to the history of Bluffton. Turnover number 9. Another one, and this is not my genre, folks, but Jeff Timmons was at Bluffton for only the fall semester of 1991. He was on the football team. If you know Jeff Timmons, I'll be impressed because I never heard of him. But he was a founder, one of the founders of the boy band 98 Degrees. All right, we're done with that. Here we go. Bluffton by 11, trying to cut it to 9. Short arm miss from 10 in the lane by Mackey. Another defensive rebound. On the run goes Stelling through Rogers. Corner, Daughtry got it. They're hitting the threes. They're staying ahead. And Berea's comeback efforts are being denuded by 3 threes, 2 by Snelling, and this one, the second of the day, by Daughtry, who also had 3 assists in the first half. Biggest lead of the day for the second time at 14. Minner low to Phillips. He's fouled. He'll have to hurt him from the line. Over the back, hack down on J.D. Stokes. And now 4 players for the Beavers with 3 fouls. Nobody with 3 for Berea. So for BC, you can be aggressive. They brought Hudson onto the court now. Again, reserve Mackey's out there. Mackey a starter last year, not this year. He has come off the bench 9 times this year. First one good for Phillips. So Michi Phillips adding to his total. He's at 9. He could be the first player on either roster to double digits. The left-hander gets there. He's gone 4 for 4 from the line this half. 47-35. 23 against Sewanee is Phillips' high. Been in double figures now 8 games. Nobody shuts down the drive. Poor defense, great drive to the hole as Sir Sumner, who only played about 2 minutes 13 seconds in the first half, gets his first field goal. Deep 3 by Riley. He thought it was going, didn't, but Phillips cleans it up with an offensive putback off the missed 3. 49-37. As Phillips continues to add to his point total with a dozen. High left, Williams collects. Comes out left to Daughtry, who hit that 3. Around to Williams, down to Sumner. Sumner drives around Hudson, flips it up short. Hudson got enough of a hand up to alter the shot. Rebound Riley. Minter pulls up for a 3. Need one, can't get it. Minter today is 1 for 8. He's missed all 4 of his threes and a foul. No, standing on the sideline just past the Berea bench is Snelling on the outlet. And a lot of guys not able to stay on the court. Baseline out of bounds, plays out of bounds along the sideline. Hudson, Phillips out of the lineup. Back in for BC. They will bring, double check, see who they're going to bring in here. Going to make a new sub, but it's going to be into the lineup. Nathaniel Barrow has played a couple of games this year out of Green Acres, Florida. Driving, Minter, tough when he put it in. He goes sprawling to the ground. Can Trey Minter turn this game around? He has 9. Phillips on the bench with a dozen. We told you it'd have to be Riley. Phillips, Riley got blown by. Oh, what a play there. Just turned on the gas. The Jets, Cam Rogers to the goal. He has 8. That's twice. Straight line driving around BC defenders. Back to a dozen-point lead. Minter driving down the lane. He'll straight line drive it, miss. Got his own rebound and gets knocked down. This is a stop-and-go, foul-plagued second half, and all the fouls have been good calls. They called it on Brendan Williams, I believe, if I heard it right. Driving layup by Minter, driving layup by Rogers. And it was on Williams, his first foul of the day. 11:46 to go. Berea down to Bluffton. They've been down since a 2-0 lead by as many as 14. It's 12 now. And when we return, foul shots for BC. Ten Beavers have seen the court for Bluffton today. and all of them have scored. 4 of them currently have 3 fouls. Berea has played 11, borrow the last to get on the court. They've been led by the 7 rebounds of Montgomery, 4 each for Phillips and Minter. Minter at the line, just 2 of 10 from the field, 5 of 8, though, from the foul line, looking for double digits, and he's there. So 2 BC players, Phillips on the bench right now with 12 to lead all. Nobody in double digits for Bluffton, but they lead by 11. 11:46 to catch up. Down to 10 as Minter beginning to find a little bit of a groove here. 9 double-figure games in 9 games, but again, to the goal and a bucket. Sumner, who only played just over 2 minutes first half, 4 here in the second half, a starter in half 2 here. 53-41, Bluffton by a dozen. Give and go to Minter. Floating fire in the lane, nestles in. Minter beginning to get going. He has 13 to lead all scores. 28 against Center in an overtime loss, his season high. 44 is career high. He's had 44 and 43-point games, both against Huntington College. Nearing the 11-minute mark, Bluffton up by 10, and a steal from behind. Mackey out of the double team. Here is Mackey. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Now Minter standing and walking with a dribble. On the Bear symbol to the top of the key. Collision. Got to call a foul. Slid right under a driving Minter. Daughtry, the guilty party. So Daughtry with his first foul. We told you that every player of the 10 that have been on the court for Bluffton have scored, all but one, and that is Bikey, have fouled. He'll come over, Will Daughtry, to talk to Seth Clark in the second year. This is where when you're on the road, you've had a 14-point lead on 2-3 occasions. You've controlled the game where you start to get really nervous because that clock doesn't move very fast. And we have had tons of fouls here in the second half. Both teams struggling to stop the other on drives. Minter misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Just kind of throws his head back. Had a chance to cut it to single digits and missed the front end. They're 14 of 23 from the line now. Berea's hit 1 3-pointer of the 17. Again, another straight line drive. No help back. That time, it was Barrow that was beat. And the drive and the score. And it's back to a dozen-point lead. After a brief break on the bench, Jarrell Montgomery will come back in. That was a great drive there. Here's Minter. They tipped it away and stole it, and then Minter came back and fouled. Minter complaining he got fouled, but it looked like a clean bat away there. And Minter picks up his first foul. So we have seen Minter with straight line drive scores, and we have seen 3 different players for Bluffton. Straight line drive it right to the basket on one-on-one plays against Berea defenders. You got to give Daughtry a lot of credit for the way he's played today with 8. Trevor Daughtry. 10 minutes to go. Up by a dozen with the basketball are the Bluffton University Beavers. Here is Rogers. Good game for him against Riley. Riley's defense solid. They'll clear it back out through Sumner. 8 to shoot. Drive into the lane. Williams, he'll float and run and fire. They don't look like a team that's won one game all year. 57-43, back to the 17-point lead. Montgomery had it tipped away by Snelling. Over to Riley. Riley with 5 today. Riley will shoot the 3. Another miss for Berea, 1 of 18. Jones in the game, almost got an offensive rebound, collected away by Sumner. Another drive to the goal, layup good by Williams, and a sweet 16 lead. If you're the Bluffton Beavers, they have brought their game to Central Kentucky and lead by a game-high 16, forcing Austin Newton in year 3 to burn a timeout for Berea College. Bluffton is doing this 1-7 on the year without their second leading scorer, Michael Stammen, who is injured, hadn't played the last 6 games. Also without a 6'1 junior guard who has started 3 games, and Kelvin Turner is also injured. And they've gotten 8 points from a guy who had averaged 3.7 minutes a game, played in only 3 games, Trevor Daughtry. Other guys have stepped up. That's what a coach loves to see. When a couple of players are out, who's going to step up and claim time? Second 3 of the day, and it is good by Montgomery. They had been 1 of 18 before the Montgomery 3 out of the timeout. And it's 59-46 and a whistle and another foul. This time a reach on Moss. The fouls has been pretty prolific here in the second half. 5 fouls on Berea, 7 on Bluffton, 8:40 to go, and the clock moves. Here's Daughtry. Talked about him. 8 points, came in averaging 3.7 minutes a game. And not many points, but he's had it today. And there he goes again, nestling one in from 16. He's not tall. He's a short little guy, but he's played tall today as Bluffton expands the lead to 15. Biggest lead has been 16 at 59-43. Daughtry listed at 5'11", 150. Jones rains up a 3 from the left, and it won't go. Jones 0 for 2 today, 6 of 31. Drive again, and a foul before the shot. This one is not in the NBA. Oh, they're going to count that thing, or are they? No. Well, they are. I'm going to say he put it in. 17-point game. Thought the foul came before the shot. The official said no. 7:56 to go, the media timeout, and Berea has had no answers for the Beavers of Bluffton University today. Their only win against Kenyon, 83-71. They opened with 4 losses, had a win. They've lost 4 in a row coming in. Lost to Mount St. Joseph by 1, to Rose-Hulman by 16, to Transylvania by 15. Inside conference play. Berea on the doorstep of losing their first 4 games in their new conference at a 4-game losing streak and dropping to 4-5 of the year. Can they have a comeback in the last 8 minutes? We'll find out. Berea in the first half shot 26.7%. Second half, they're 7 of 17, 41%, but still struggling from 3. 1 of 13 first half, 1 of 7 second half. Here's the difference. 80% shooting. 80%. And wait, we have a lane violation to wipe away the foul shot that was made by Sumner. Sumner's scored 6 this half, but again, 80% shooting, 12 of 15. They have abused Berea on straight line drives. Phillips back into Montgomery, who hit that second 3 of the day, and a blocking foul. Missed the shot. Daughtry took it. He thought he got the charge. They said no, he's going to run all the way to the backcourt. He can't believe the call. He said, I'm set. Official talks to him. Little guy taking it. Giving up his body. Been impressed by him. Been impressed by a lot of Beavers today, the way they have played. Foul shot good as Montgomery tries to fuel a late comeback. Down to a 16-point game. One more for Montgomery, who has 8. Led by the 13 of Mitter, the 12 of Phillips. Got them both. He's up to 9. Only Daughtry, who came off the bench, had played less than 4 minutes a game, only his fourth game. He scored double figures, and he drove right through Berea like a sieve and scored again. Daughtry, he may be the hero of this game. He has 12 today. And Minter on the other end as the game loosens up, 65-50. 15-point lead, Berea chasing all over the court. Step back three. Another one goes down for Brendan Williams. They have been in fuego, 4 of 5 from 3 and 14 of 17 in the second half. And the biggest lead of the day at 18, 68-50, and a near steal as Minter and Phillips were trying to hook up, and great hustle by Brendan Williams. Seth Clark, take him to the milkshake shop on the way back to Bluffton, Ohio. These guys have deserved it today. Really brought a game to the Seabury Center on Blue Christmas, turning it into a Blue Christmas as Riley curls off a screen, goes to the goal left side and lays it in. Riley was 7 today. Campus Christian Center office assistant, his labor work study job here at Berea. This unique university in central Kentucky, nestled at the start of the Appalachian Mountains. Baseline drive and a rare miss. After a 14 of 17 start, couldn't get that one to go, and down 16, Riley throws it over the knee to Phillips. They triple team him, and it doesn't bother Michi Phillips on the Riley assist. Phillips has 14, game loosening up. Still time, down 14 with 6:08 to go as Berea chases and extends the defense. Through traffic comes Layfield, 9 all in the first half. That three a little quick, missed, but an offensive rebound by Layfield back in, off the miss by Williams. Here's Daughtry, my player of the game, out high to Williams. Round to Layfield, steps to the lane, throws one off the glass, and after that 14 of 17 start, a couple of tough misses for Bluffton. Big possession, every possession huge here now for BC. They got to have everything. Montgomery drained another one. Montgomery up to a dozen, third in double figures, and now good timeout by Seth Clark, if he got it, or did Berea call it and set up the offense. So Berea back in a flash within 11 and not out of this thing. They were down 68-50 with 7:10 to go, down 18. Montgomery's hit a pair of threes. The hot shooting Bluffton University team that started 14 of 17 this half has missed 2 in a row. And Berea's taken advantage, and they've scored 7 in a row. And all of a sudden, from the 7:10 mark to the 5:31 mark, in 100 seconds, the game has turned from a blowout of 18 down to 11, and there's time for Berea College. That's the thing with the three now in college basketball. And the way the game's played, you just never know. 2 ties, 2 lead switches in this one. Berea's only lead was 2-0 right out of the gate. Largest lead, as we said, at 18 at halftime. Bluffton led 55-43. Now check that. That was not the halftime score. Halftime it was 35-23. Here comes the full court pressure. They beat it 2-on-1. Driving is Layfield. Backs it away. Passing up a long shot. Snelling back in. So those guys with 3 fouls. Good hustle by Minter as they tried to bring it up the sidelines off the baseline. From Snelling to Layfield. Minter tipped it away. 5:19 to go. 19 on the shot clock. 68-57 Bluffton. You don't want to see an 18-point lead in the last 7+ go away, but Berea trying to do just that. Turn a blue Christmas into a happy Christmas. Down the lane, got around the Montgomery and missed. The follow is good off the miss by Snelling. Nobody able to check out Martin, and Martin has 8. 70-57. In the lane, turnaround. 12-footer for the guy wearing 12. Mackey, he has 7. 72-59. Forecourt comes Rogers. He's in a double-team trap. Find Layfield. All 9 in the first half. Back to Rogers. Out to Daughtry. Minter tipped it out. Trying to referee saying it was off Daughtry, but Daughtry pulled his hands back. 4:42 to go, sub put in. Out comes Mackey in for Austin Newton in year 3 as Gist. Newton played basketball at Eastern Kentucky on a 2005 NCAA team. Coached as an assistant at his alma mater, 2014 NCAA team for then head coach Jeff Neubauer. And a jump ball created by Michi Phillips with 10 on the shot clock. Possession arrow will belong to Bluffton, 4:32 to go. 70-59 Bluffton. Bluffton came in averaging 69 points a game, giving up just under 64. Most points scored on Berea this year, 91 by Anderson. Only Rose-Hulman and Transylvania out of the 10 teams undefeated. On the inbounds, Layfield blocked by Phillips. Saved in by Miller. What a block by Phillips. Looked like Layfield was going to get the lay-in, and then a foul by Layfield at half court. Bluffton wobbling here, up by 11 with 4:24 to go. Berea trying to make a massive comeback. 4:24 to go, clock stopped. That's what you want. Now you got to hit foul shots. 16 of 25, 64% for Berea from the free line. Bluffton 8 of 16, 50%. Berea 69% shooting team of the year. Bluffton 72.5. Only the 9th foul, so it's a 1-1. Minter missed the front end of a 1-1 earlier this half after hitting his first 4 attempts. Hit that one. Trey Minter beginning to speed up the scoring total. He has 16. Phillips has 14. Montgomery 14. On the other side, 12 for Daughtry off the bench to lead. 9 points by Martin and Layfield. Minter's second goes in. And the 18-point lead has been cut in half. At 4:24, it's a 9-point Bluffton lead. At 7 minutes, 10 seconds left, it was an 18-point lead. You do that another 3 or 4 minutes, you're back in the game. Daughtry, you're in the game, but you're back even. Now Daughtry, stop and go dribble, guarded by Gist. Berea trying to get a late Christmas present here. Late shopping for a victory after being down all day since going up 2-0. Shot clock to 8, 4 minutes to play. Snelling over right side, Rogers. 17-footer won't go. They started 14 of 17. They're one of their last 7. Minter driving, spinning, contact, shooting, missing. Phillips had the ball for a moment. They touched it out of his hands. 3:44 to go. Timeout on the court. Berea on the comeback trail, like me, shopping on Christmas Eve for a victory here in Berea. From 18 down, Berea went on an 11-2 run over a 2-minute 46-second spurt to cut it to 9 with 4:24 to go. Now at 3:44 left, it's 70-61 Bluffton. The top of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, Rose-Hulman won yesterday in Richmond, Indiana against Earlham, the last place team at 0-4, 80-62. Later today, Transylvania at Manchester, 3 o'clock start. Out of the corner, Montgomery's hit his third 3. Montgomery with 15. Remember, Berea had hit only 1 3 all day long, and it's 70-64 and a 14-2 run with 3:33 to go. And the ball tipped out on the drive into the goal by Berea. Somebody got a hand on it as they tried to straight line it right to the hoop. Daughtry to toss. Bluffton has seen the lead cut from 18 by 2/3 to 6, and still plenty of time to go. We're down to almost a one-possession game now. It's 70-64. What a comeback. Daughtry turns the corner into the lane, dropped it, got it back. Out of high right, back in the game, Robson. Robson against Riley, 9 to shoot. Robson in trouble. That foot's in the lane, and they don't call it. And a turnaround 15-footer, no good by Rogers. They started 14 of 17 this half from the field. They're one of their last 8. Riley, Montgomery has fueled the comeback with threes. Minner, head of the key, foul line. He's tripped and fouled by Daughtry. And Bluffton is in a spot of bother, and they're panicking. And Seth Clark, the second-year head coach, knows it. Daughtry trying to maintain his composure, asking about that foul with one of the officials as Minner will go to the line. Berea has taken 27 foul shots. They've committed 6 fouls. Bluffton's committed 10, guaranteed 2 here for Minner. Minner with 17, Montgomery with 17. Minner rolls the foul shot in, and it is a 15-2 run. And it's 70-65. Berea did this to open the season against Asbury at a big comeback. Who's going to get their first win inside the HCAA? Both of them good by Minner on a 16-2 run. 70-66, 2:50 to go in the game. This one's gotten exciting all of a sudden. 3-on-2, they'll back it away. Dribbling Rogers. Off to Daughtry. Daughtry at only his 4th game of the year. Out high right, Snelling. 15-2 run by BC to make it a game. 8 to shoot. Feed it in the lane to Martin. Flip it up. He missed it again. Rebound by Phillips. Here's Montgomery driving, getting to the hoop. It's blocked away by Martin. 2:16 to go. BC was down 68-50. A 16-2 run now. 9-0 run over the last 2:48. 16-2 run over the last 4:54. Again, this was 70-52 at 7:10 of the game. It's 70-66 now. Make that 68-50 at 7:10. Pass right near half court to Riley. Stayed in the forecourt. 16 to shoot. Riley comes off to Gist. Hand off to Montgomery. He's hit those 3 big threes. Montgomery drives. Got to the hoop. Scored! And he's fouled with 2:01 to go. It's 70-68. An 18-2 run. Talk about shopping late for a comeback on the Blue Christmas game. Montgomery has been a monumental hero. 22 against Piedmont last year, 25 against Covenant in 2023. The and one. And Montgomery has added to 20 points, a season high. And Berea within 1 with under 2 minutes to go on a 19-2 run here. Defense, students engaged. Turning the corner left side is Sumner. Out high they go to Layfield. Layfield feeds it right side of the lane to Rogers. Rogers backing down, 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot, pumps it up and scored it right ahead of the shot clock with 1:29 to go. To stop the 19-2 run, 72-69. Don't need a 3, 1:20. Here's Minner, head of the key. Minner over to Montgomery. He's hit 3 in this half. Back it away, handed off to Minner. Minner 13 to go. Bluffton by 3. Big bucket the other way there by Rogers, right ahead of the shot clock. Minner stepped out of bounds. Trying to work, he's asking for a shove. That was great defense by Sumner. No argument from that you really could make positively there, as Minner just trying to spin on the pivot, stepped out of bounds like Riley did earlier. What a comeback for Berea. Again, let's recap here. They were down 68-50 with 7:10 in the game. They cut it to 70-69 on a 19-2 run with just around 2 minutes to go. As the shot clock hit 1, the turnaround jumper by Cam Rogers gave him point number 10 and breathing room. And then Minter, a turnover, stepping on the out-of-bounds line with 1:01 to go. But again, after a 14 of 17 start from the field, Bluffton has hit 2 of their last 10 shots this half. Still shooting 59% this half, 50% for the game. Berea shooting 54% this half after 26.7 in the first half, 39% for the game. Up by 3 with the ball. Bluffton, and they threw it away on the double team on a bounce pass. Snelling thought a teammate was coming for it, and Berea forces a turnover right back with 59 seconds to go. Back in the game, Marquise Mackey, a 36% three-point shooting team. Montgomery's hit the big 3. Here's Phillips. Got it over to Mackey. He came in for Giss. 55 seconds down 3. Mitter drive, stops at a dime, but he's fouled as he went up. Bluffton bench didn't like the call. Mitter drew the foul on Snelling. They've been whistled for a whole boatload of fouls here in the second half. 23 for the game. 4 fouls on Layfield, the first to have 4. Mitter to the line, his team down 3. He's 11 of 15 from the foul line. There's point 20. 72-70. 20 points Mitter, 20 points Montgomery. Montgomery 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 of 3 from the foul line. Mitter is 12 of 16 from the line today. And Berea is 22 of 31. Down to a 1-point game as Mitter got them both. 72-71, 48 seconds to go. Creeping to forecourt with a dribble is Sumner. Berea needs a stop. Crowd to its feet at Seabury Center. Snelling. Defense the chance. Snelling trying to break down Phillips. Step back 3. He missed it. Chance here. Half minute to go. Here we go. Let's watch it with you. Mitter. 72-71 Bluffton. 19 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Mitter. 15 seconds to go. Are they going for the win right here? Timeout for Austin Newton. 12.4 to go. Like every guy in America, you wait till the last moment to do your Christmas shopping. On the Blue Christmas game, the tradition with all the middle and elementary school students in the house, Berea once down 70-57, and before that 68-50. A 19-2 run to make it 70-69. A big field goal scored to make it 3. Mitter a turnover. Berea forced another turnover the way back. And after a miss, Berea has a chance with 12.4 to go. On the road, maybe you go for the final shot, but Berea here down by 1. Minter has been tremendous on the drive. He's drawn foul after foul. Montgomery's hit the 3 big threes. Berea 4 of 22 from 3. Montgomery to the rescue after the horrible 3-point shooting start for BC. Riley will trigger at the hash. They'll put Montgomery on the baseline. Phillips in the middle of the lane. Mackey at the foul line. They'll pop it out to Phillips. 11 seconds to play. Backdoor cut and a foul. As the 67 career point shooter Mackey hits hard at the deck with 8.5 to go. Will he be able to stay in and shoot? What a play call on the backdoor cut by Austin Newton, the coach, to get him to the goal, but they fouled him. Layfield has fouled out. He had 9 points. He was their star in the first half. Didn't score in the second half. He's the first to be disqualified. They have 4 other players with 3 fouls. Berea has Moss with 3. 8.5 to go. And Marquise Mackey at the line has not taken a foul shot this year. Here's his first. We're tied at 72. Unbelievable. 22-4 run. 8.5 to go. One more for Mackey. Remember, they brought him in, took Gist out. Gist going to the scoring table if they could take the lead. Their first since 2. He missed. Rebound to the corner. Riley battles. He's out of bounds. The ball on the hands of Sumner. He was out of bounds, and Berea's got it and a chance to win with 5.8 to go. The store's about to close. You need a Christmas present. Can Berea find it? 72 all. It's a good call. Sumner was on the in line. Minner to toss. Austin Newton not calling a timeout this time. Gives the hand signal. Minner will toss. They'll lob it in top to Montgomery. 5 to play. Montgomery dropped the ball. Minner's got it. Floats it up. It's rolling around. Overtime. It danced twice. And it bounced off the rim. We'll go at extra 5. Bonus ball on Blue Christmas at Seabury Center.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Goes to the line, hits the first to tie it, misses the second. On the rebound, Sumner out of bounds on the baseline. Berea brings it in to Minter, a chance to win. And his floater in the lane from about 10 to 12 feet. On the back of the rim, looked like it may drop on a pair of bounces and it came off and will play overtime. Again, after a tremendous start to the second half on 14 of 17 shooting, just 2 of their last 11 for Bluffton. And we'll have a tip, and Michi Phillips batting it around, and Riley comes down with it. Berea's only lead of the game at 2-0, but somehow, some way, a 22-4 run over the last 7 minutes. And we're tied at 72, and we play overtime. Backdoor cut, same one they used to tie the game. And Mackey scores. Austin Newton's coaching decisions coming to the fore here with 4.5 to go. First lead since 2-0. 74-72. 3 Mountaineers in double figures, and they're in foul trouble. Turnaround for the tie, rolls off on a miss by Sumner. They have lost Layfield, a starter today, a guard. And Berea looking for its biggest lead. Trey Mitter with 21. Montgomery with the 3 big threes in the second half. Fakes, drives, Michi Phillips 3. Round the rim and out. Phillips couldn't get it to drop. Defensive rebound by Sumner. Sumner comes high left. Looks low, can't get it there. Out to Martin. Floated in the lane, tipped away by Mitter. Stolen by Riley. Trey Mitter has really led this team along with Montgomery. Pair of seniors here. Mitter drives right. Throws a tough pass. Montgomery saved it into Riley. No. Bryce Riley's had a tough shooting day. He's 3 of 12. He's missed all 6 of his threes. A wide open 3 normally breaks open and splashes it. Daughtry back in, driving, pulls it away. Berea by 2, 3:16 in OT. Berea won and lost an overtime game earlier. Daughtry for the lead. It was in and out. They can't get anything to drop. Tough luck. That took a roller coaster ride down in the funnel and came out. 3 minutes to go. Berea up 2 in OT. Hope you've enjoyed this. Bonus ball in Berea, Kentucky. Michi Phillips driving. No good, but he's undercut and fouled. And Bluffton on the verge of having a long trip back up I-75 in this I-75 battle between Bluffton, Ohio's Bluffton University, and Berea College here in the Bluegrass State. "12 points Daughtry, 10 Rogers. Everybody scored that has played for Bluffton. But we said guys have got to step up. I said Phillips, Riley, and Montgomery. It's been Phillips, Riley, and Minner, but it's been Minner along with Phillips and Montgomery here in the second half at overtime. Biggest lead of the day for BC. They have led at 2-0. 74-72 in OT now, 75-74, 2:50 to go. One more for Phillips. Missed it. Riley offensive rebound. He's in a double team turning away. 3-point lead for Berea. Phillips has 15 today himself. They're in the weave. Riley, shot clock to 10. Picks up the dribble. Bad pass. Cross-court telegraph. Stolen by Snelling. 3-point game, 1 possession game. Driving inside, turning on the baseline. Sumner for the tie. Got it! Clutch. Steal on one end. Trifecta, you betches. Third of the day by Snelling. We're tied at 75. Riley's pass telegraphed, and he telegraphs a 3 after the steal. Snelling. 2:07 to go. Here's Phillips driving in, spinning, drew the foul, or did he travel? Said foul. Reach on Martin. Connor Martin with his 4th foul. Layfield has already fouled out. Snelling has 4 fouls. Now Martin has 4. No Berea player except Moss has more than 2. Here's Phillips for 2 tosses. Put it in. Phillips now 6 of 8 from the foul line. Berea 37 foul shots. They've hit 26. In this half, only 4 foul shots plus overtime as a 2-point lead goes back to the board as Phillips gets them both. Berea trying to make a monumental comeback and turn Blue Christmas into a major happy holiday. Minute 50 to go. Ball in the hands of Cam Rogers. Down low to Sumner. Sumner slips. Got it back. 12 to shoot. Arm barring into Minter. Shoots over him. Hand in the face. Oh, they called a foul on Minter. Well, it looked good to me from here, but Minter must have got body into him. And to the line will go Sir Sumner out of Delaware, Ohio. 5 points his average, 6 today. He's 0 for 1 from the line. 6-man does its job. Over 1,500 students in here, and they've been engaged. Why wouldn't you be? 77-75, the end zone rocking. Even Santa getting in to the spirit, but the shot good. It's a 1-point game. Here we go, minute 36 to go. We were 72 all at the end of regulation. Phillips, top of the key, Gist. Now over to Riley. They're tracking Minter all over the court defensively by Sumner. Now Minter, minute 20 to go. High screen by Phillips near the timeline. Minter turning on the Jets from 16. Front rim, no. Chance to retake the lead. Here comes Sumner. Near steal by Minter. He dives on the court. Ball on the court. They're scrambling. It goes to Minter. It's a 2-on-1. He alley-oops it up for the layup. Missed. Follow. Missed. Berea had 2 chances. Riley missed along with Gist. 56 seconds to go. This one's getting unbelievable. He hit a 3. Can he do it again? No on the miss by Snelling. Rebound pulled down by Gist. This is an unbelievable finish. And a foul with 42.5 to go as they foul Montgomery. Foul on Robson. Well, what do you say? I mean, just turn on the TV and watch from the 7:10 mark back when Berea was down 18. Closed out the regulation 22-4. It's 77-76 now, Berea by 1. Montgomery hit the foul shot. 28-39 from the foul line. Montgomery's been a hero today. He and Minter with 21 apiece. There are 4 players for Bluffton, just barely between 12 and 10 points in double figures. Second one, no good. So it's a 2-point game. A 3 wins it potentially. A 2 ties it. We're in the first overtime. 35 seconds to go. Shot clock at 23, and the ball deflected out of bounds. Montgomery turning up the defense. 7 of 11 from the field, and a timeout called by Seth Clark in year 2. Finding out where the ball will be brought in. 22 on the shot clock. 33 and a half seconds on the game clock. 78-76 Berea in overtime. It was 72 all the end of regulation. Berea on that 22-4 run. Again, they got the foul shot by Mackey to tie the game. And then Mackey missed the second. Looked like Bluffton was going to get the last chance, but Sumner couldn't keep the ball inbounds on the baseline. Berea got it back, and Minter had a good floater in the lane that bounced off the back of the rim twice. The Bluffton and Berea women play after this. A raucous crowd in here on Blue Christmas. Do you go for the tie in 2 or do you go for the 3? 7 of 19 on threes today. The big 3 to tie this game at 75 came by Schnelling. 4 fouls on him, 4 fouls on Martin, 4 fouls on Robson. Layfield is fouled out. No Berea player with more than 3. That is Moss. The trigger will come from Sumner. Sumner will bring it in to Rogers. 21 on the shot clock, 31 on the game. Low they go to Snelling. Hudson in defensively. Snelling fall away shot. He banked it in, and they call a foul on Hudson. And we're tied at 78. Austin Newton vehemently disagrees. They say Hudson slapped him on the arm, put him on the court for defense. And Hudson, the freshman from here in Berea, fouls. Minter back in the game. Now they'll take Gist out, bring your shooter Mackey in. Snelling, who hit the 3 to tie it at 75, has tied it at 78. It can give him a lead with 25.6 to go. Shot clock is off. Santa and the students in the end zone scream. Snelling misses it. Rebound pulled down and a foul. Wait, what did they call here? Was there a lane violation? Who'd they call the foul on? They called it on Bryce Riley. Bryce Riley must have pushed, going to get the rebound. They're going to go to the monitor to take a look with 23.2 to go after Snelling missed the shot to give Bluffton a lead back. So Snelling hits the tying shot and then misses the foul shot. There was a wild scramble for the ball, and both 5s were in the area. And I didn't know if it was on white 5 or blue 5, and they called it on Bryce Riley, who's had a tough day here today. 3 of 13 from the field. He does have 5 rebounds. Top scorer today for Bluffton is Snelling, trying to be the hero with 13 and 6 rebounds. Also 6 rebounds, Rogers. On the other side, 21 for Minter and Montgomery. 9 rebounds for Montgomery. He's a board away from a marvelous double-double. All those stats don't matter. I think they're going to say it's a shooting foul, or was it a lane violation? So who did Riley foul? They've got Cam Rogers at the line for a 1-and-1. It's the 9th foul on Berea. He's a 53% foul shooter for the lead with 24.6 to go. He missed it. Rebound, scramble, jump ball, and they gave him a timeout. Getting the rebound away from better position, Berea players, was Nevin Robson, and a huge play as Robson went down on a scramble, got the ball, and got a timeout. Wow. I mean, if you're a script writer, how can you write the ebbs and flows of this game down the stretch? Berea giving up a costly offensive rebound off the foul shot front end miss by Cam Rogers. And we're tied at 78 with 21.7 to go. And if they can maintain their ball handling and work it down, Bluffton, who was down in this overtime by the biggest margin of the game to Berea, 75-72, could win it at the buzzer. Trying to play through foul trouble. Schnelling with 4 fouls. Tied the game with a 3. Tied the game with another 2. He has 13. But a big offensive rebound there by Robson off the miss by his teammate. And Berea giving up those offensive boards at inopportune times. It happened more to him in the first half. Berea has had 16 offensive rebounds overall, mostly this half. 9 for Bluffton. No more big than that one, and then getting a quick timeout. Heads up play for Nevin Robinson, the junior guard, who leads them in rebounding at 5.5 on the year. It'll be out of bounds under their own goal in a tie game in overtime. Lob it in to Rogers. Off to Sumner. They've been good at the straight line drive. Over left side of the guy who got the timeout, Robson. 13 to play at OT. Does Bluffton win it here? Can Berea get a stop? Riley, he drives him into the lane. Contact, no good. And the ball, they say, Berea came down with it on the block by Phillips, but a Mountaineer was out of bounds. Another break for Bluffton with 2.8 to go. What a block by Phillips. Gist back in. Mackey out. The trigger with 3.2 as they reset the clock. It's tied at 78 in OT. And Austin Newton calls it timeout. Austin Newton, Seth Clark, the two coaches, young coaches, earning their stripes today. Berea, 40 foul shots. They've hit 28. 9 of 20, 45% for Bluffton. Tied at 78, 3.2 to go. Again, if you just joined us, you missed a whale of a comeback. Berea did not play well most of the game. 7:10 to go. They were down 18 in this game, 68-50. From there to the end of regulation, they outscored the Beavers 22-4. The Mounties Mackey tied it at 72 with 8.5 to go. The first of 2 foul shots. Missed the second. On the rebound, Bluffton was out of bounds. Berea got the ball. Mitter had a shot, a floater in a lane that bounded on the back of the rim twice. 3.2 to go for the win for Bluffton. On Blue Christmas, out of the corner, Schnelling, he got it! Schnelling, who hit the 3 to tie it, hit it out of the corner. And there should be just a scant little bit of time left. They'll go to C as Schnelling, who tied the game on a 3, tied the game again on a 2, has pumped his total to 16. And they'll put a second on the clock. It's 81-78. Berea will have to throw it to half court and find a prayer here. Riley to toss it with a second in overtime. Schnelling's been the hero. It goes to Phillips. He'll put it up. It's on its way. It hits the rim and moons out. And Bluffton blew a lead and came back to steal a deficit. And Schnelling is the hero. What a ball game. Bluffton gets their first win in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Berea drops to 4-5 on the year, 0-4, tied for last with Earlham A big win on the road for the Beavers of Bluffton as these two teams will go to their short Christmas breaks. Drama at Seabury Center, led by Schnelling with the game winner, a pair of threes in overtime. He ended with 16, 4 of 9 from 3. The senior from Erlanger, Kentucky, the guy from the state of Kentucky, beats a team from Kentucky. 12 points for Daughtry, 10 points for Rogers, 6 rebounds delayed by Snelling and Rogers. On the other side, Montgomery with 21, 3 big threes in half number 2 to fuel the comeback. Also, the top rebounder in the game with 9 and 21 points for Trey Minner on 13 of 17 foul shooting, 4 of 15 from the field. That one will sting in the Christmas break for Berea. And Bluffton's going to have a lofty ride back up I-75 to their campus. Next game for Bluffton will be Saturday, so they'll play another one before Christmas against Hiram. It'll be at Hiram, 3 o'clock Saturday. Berea has a Christmas break. Their next action, back-to-back games down in Nashville in a tournament. They'll take on Marietta at noon on Sunday, December 29th in Nashville. Berea erases an 18-point lead in the last 7 minutes to send it to overtime. Has a 3-point lead in overtime. A lot of twists and turns in this one, and in the end, a kid from Dixie Heights High School in Erlanger, Kentucky, comes back to his home state and gets a win for Bluffton. Ian Snelling and the Beavers win over Berea 81-78.